this is a clip that I saw on TikTok this morning while I was doing my morning scroll. And I also talked about it on my stream. And I wanted to get y'all opinion on it. I got my own too, but
Kai Cenat, everybody can't go. You either start looking around, and I know like black people specifically, when you get some success, you want to bring everybody with you, but you got to be able to kind of weed that shit out. Right. I should know who Chris V is. I should know who Chris Next Door is. I should know who Kai Cenat is because you are the driving force in it, but them I shouldn't even know who they are.
I think it's important to highlight that Chris Next Door is an AMP member. If you guys don't know what AMP is, that is Kai Cenat's group.
That's the problem. Kai Cenat shouldn't have a group.
That's how they got on.
Yeah. Having a team and making it with your team is very important. But if there are problematic people in there, kick them out immediately.
But you gotta know when you are the one, like he is the one. I get it.
So he should abandon everybody?
Yes.
He did not do this alone. Like there was a journey of a camp of them.
They came together.
And I agree, like this problematic person, this person that was underage girls, he has to go. He like bye, we're never speaking to you, cut ties.
Now that we are here and it's the second, third, however many times something like this has happened, what does he do moving forward? Because now it can't keep happening. You have to insulate yourself because at the end of the day, that group doesn't mean anything without him.
Okay.
Who are these old niggas?
Yeah, he had me in the first sentence, and then everything else. I hate doing this. Y'all love doing. I just don't think he just knows what he's talking about.
So let me just give some context. That is the Need to Know podcast. All right. And the guy who had the main take of Kai should leave AMP, that was Savon. I just find that take extremely interesting because the only reason, at least from my perspective, a decent amount of people know Savon is because he was a production staff member on the Joe Budden podcast. Like on some, he was like what Cruz is to us, what Dre is to us. He was a reoccurring member in the inside jokes and all of these things. Savon's in the studio. He then does his own thing. He then gets his own job. He then starts his own platform. And primarily, like motherfuckers know him from the JBP, so they followed over. And I just find it interesting that the guy who also made a platform off of knowing the main guy from another platform, and mind you, that platform ain't even AMP with Kai Cenat in it. It is the Joe Budden podcast. You would have this take of, hey, we shouldn't even know the videographer. We shouldn't even know these behind the scenes dudes, man. And also, I get his overall point of, listen, once you grow, you should move differently. You should check who's around you, because we have had that point with Kai before, specifically with other controversies of, yo, you are at a certain level, you got to check who's around you. But when and I'm not like what Chris did was fucked up. Camera Chris, not Chris Next Door.
Yeah.
What Camera Chris did was fucked up. But from the sense of Kai should have seen this coming. Kai should have, like there was no reason. Like Chris had a proper business reason to be around Kai. There was a proper business reason for Kai to keep Chris around. It wasn't on some, this was a guy that I grew up with that now that I'm popping, I'm going to just bring him up with me. No, he is his cameraman. He is the guy that's been his videographer ever since before he even was in AMP. So bringing up that point was just weird as fuck. And like what Sage said earlier, ultimately what I got from this clip, because I did see the whole podcast clip, was right intentions, wrong messenger, and also he just doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to AMP and how they were formed. Because to act like AMP had no factor in Kai's growth, because that was how he was talking in that clip. Nah, like they were like, all of those guys have individual platforms that were huge already. AMP was already closing in on a mill before Kai joined, and AMP also had a clear factor in Kai's growth as well. Did Kai take them to huge heights? Absolutely. Would AMP be where they are right now without Kai Cenat? Absolutely not. But it also is a two-way street of, bro, Kai Cenat also, and I would assume he would say the same thing, Kai also wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for AMP, him joining AMP. So now that he's blown up, what is the reason for him to disassociate with other content creators who are also at this point professionals at what they're doing, that also have shit to lose. Again, it's not like the homie from your childhood bringing them up. Like, we're talking about Agent with all the channels that he got. He's been doing this for 8 years. Fan, we're talking about Duke. We're talking about Davis. The only like relatively new guy in this content space would be Chris. But Chris was a guy, again, editing their videos. So it was just an L take all around, bro. It was just a very misinformed take.
Yeah. He also was speaking. Oh, my fault.
No, go ahead. I'm going first.
Oh, cool. He also was speaking as if it was AMP niggas getting him into trouble or getting into this trouble that was dragging him into it. That's also what I got from how he was speaking. Again, super ignorant and just misinformed of not knowing what's going on. All these controversies that Kai ends up getting in, it's not because of AMP. It's not because of AMP members. I'm pretty sure Chris, the camera guy, not next door, that wasn't a AMP camera guy, was it? That was Kai's camera guy, right?
Yeah, they've been together like before Kai even joined them.
Yeah, that was Kai's camera guy. The January incident or whatever that happened, that wasn't fucking that wasn't Phantom or whatever being involved in that. That was somebody that Kai knew from Kai's camp that was involved in that. That was not anything to do with AMP. The New York incident, Kai wanted to do something. That was not AMP trying to meet up in New York and do that. No, Kai wanted to do something, invited people out. This is not an AMP issue with the things that are seen as issues or problem that he's going through, all the negative publicity. This is not AMP drama. This is Kai Cenat drama and Kai Cenat issues. So to throw it all under the lens of, you gotta get away from these niggas. These things, what are they really doing for you right now? To have that type of tone, now didn't know nothing of you before, but now to know that you was just some behind the camera nigga for Joe Budden, and now you're talking like this, nigga, egos, man. Like, Jesus Christ. I hope my head never gets started.
And Damo, you just said the word. To have like a egotistical way of content creation is sometimes the way to go, but certainly not in this case. The idea that even if we're talking fuck morality for a second, if we're talking pure content and results, the idea that Kai Cenat leaving AMP would be beneficial for dead ass anybody involved is kind of crazy. Is Kai going to fail if he does that? No. Obviously, no. He may potentially grow because of, at this point, when you're at that level, no glaze, you just are going to continue to grow until you fall the fuck off. But given how he would leave, and in your situation, why he would leave, that's a massive risk for no reason, especially with AMP has videos like the fucking Cypher every year, certain holiday videos every year, certain game shows that they do to make Kai back in the eyes of the viewer. Like, damn, bro, Kai was really funny in this video. Let me go follow him on Twitch or something like that. And then when they go see his Twitch, when they're looking it up, 178,000. Oh shit, Kai really like that. That's a level of attention and attraction that you are getting consistently that you want to punt on because of I'm him now. Now, if we're bringing in morals to it, that's where you really lose me, dog. I understand the idea of somebody in the friend group needs to realize that, hey, bro, I understand that he's the one. He ain't gonna bring all of us up, and it's not because he's a bad person. But at the same time, the idea that you is basically saying, yo, if you are that one, fuck everybody that was with you is nuts, dog. I'm not gonna lie. Now, certain people around you, where I said he had me in the first sentence, certain people around you, nah, they're not good for the camera. Not even good, not good for the camera because they're weird, but no, literally, some people are just bad on camera talents. Some people aren't funny. I can't speak English, but I mean, I make it here, I guess. But like, a good amount of people just aren't good for streams, aren't good for videos, don't know how to react, don't know how to do certain things. Absolutely. But the idea that like, yo, I blew up with this crew, now I should dip out. That's so corny, bro. That is so corny. I wouldn't want to live like that. So not only for me, the reason why it's such a hard take is statistically it wouldn't work for him, or it wouldn't be the best move for him. His best move is to definitely keep doing what he's doing, stay in AMP and keep collabing with other streamers. With speed or even higher rappers and fucking presidents or whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's what he's been doing to keep going up and getting himself viewed by multiple audiences. The idea that you want him to leave an audience and that will benefit him is stupid, especially given the elephant in the room that I haven't talked about yet. You're just wrong. Chris Next Door, literally, like, just not too much, bro. I don't even know what to say. He was the editor of the team, and then not only that, he was a consistent on-camera talent of AMP. It wasn't like this is Kai's boy. That's not even how that remotely was. If anything, he's closer to like people not even in AMP more than he would be when it comes to the come up. It's crazy.
I just view it as, imagine me sitting around talking to people with platforms or people with followings, and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, gang. This whole opening the door for niggas shit you got going on, yo, cut that out. This whole, yo, putting on for people smaller than you and giving niggas opportunity, man, cut that out. That's literally why I'm here. Why would I say something like that? So for him to sit there, oh, you should know the behind the mic guy's name. You should know the boom guy's name. When you were the boom guy, nigga, like, what?
That's so crazy. And I guess the last thing for me, the only, and I do mean only way that he would even have a take on it is if Kai felt burnt out from working with AMP. If Kai could not stream consistently because of AMP, if Kai couldn't do his own shit because of AMP, okay, actually, I'm gonna sound fucked up because I'm on a podcast, but I'm gonna be like, you know what, Kai? If you want to grow your individual shit, yeah, you can't do it. You're busy with AMP. But considering that Kai is like live every fucking day for 90 hours, doing skits with comedians, music videos, and anything in between, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, I think he was just really misinformed on how impactful AMP is as a whole. Because I understand Kai is the biggest star of that group, but I'm gonna just keep it a whole stack, a pretty wide margin. Yeah. But to act like, again, like he doesn't benefit at all from being in that group just because of the gap, just because he's the man of the group now. No, the reason why Kai streams perform the way that they do, on top of him being the creator that he is because AMP as a collective has created an ecosystem of content that involves all of them collaborating, going on each other's streams, being associated with one another, developing this community so that when you go on your For You page, you're going to see a Kai clip, then you're going to see Duke and Kai. Then you're going to see Phantom and Kai. Then you're going to see Agent and Duke. And then it's going back to a Davis and Kai clip. Like, this is literally the reason why their business works the way that it does. So, and I feel like I just don't think he knows how big, like, Agent, Duke, Phantom, and Davis are, like, individually.
I was going to say, yeah, you talk about, like, we talk about the 90,000, 100,000, whatever he pulls live. You could argue 10 is from AMP because them niggas separately pull 10K minute each, and I think Agent's damn near pulling 20s now. Yeah, it's just, again, you just clearly can't be informed. If you are informed, you wouldn't be saying these things. I guess the final nail in the coffin point, I'm gonna use us on a much lower level, granted, but like, how many times have I seen SLZ 242 in my chat? How many times have y'all seen TSO solo or some shit in y'all chat or anything like that? It's almost like working with a group puts you in the eyes of many viewers.
And also, I ain't gonna lie, how would y'all feel if like one of us up here had that take? Like,
if I, and that's what I'm saying. Like, for
like,
me,
yo, so I ain't gonna lie. When we identify who the man is, yeah, we should drop everyone. Like everyone. I'm talking about not just the product. Like me, like I'm dropping y'all. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like keep it a buck. Like we could keep it a full blown 1,000 right now. If B Souls was on some type of timing, or when y'all was making TSO Cenat jokes, but let's use B Souls because he got the bigger following right now. If B Souls was on some shit like, oh, yo, I'm about to hit 100K again on my shit, and then all the souls is cooking, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I really need all the souls. These pod shit's cool and all, but if I want to be better than the pod, I gotta dip. I would just be like, I mean, you're not wrong, but like, is that how you want to do this, bro? Like, this is really how you want to do this? Now, if we were behind the scenes, and this is what I'm saying, he would have some merit here. If we were behind the scenes telling B-Souls, nah, don't stream, we need to do this, this, and that. Nah, don't stream, we need to do this and that. And we were literally stomping on this nigga's dreams of content creation for the sake of keep it a buck. Okay, that's different. But the idea that B-Souls wants to come into work, clock in, do the pod, and then does his own shit, but because he's having the most success, should dip out is corny. Or like if I went the Twitch route, like, oh my God, I'm the head honcho at Twitch. So bye. All right, bro. I wouldn't want to live like that.
Anything else y'all want to bring up?
Nah, I'm good. Not really that much football stuff. Ready for the season to kick off. So don't got any football questions or music questions.
Yeah, I'm very ready for the football season. If we're doing a Q&A, come up here with a football take or NBA take, man. I want to debate.
Well, production staff in the background, if y'all can toss the link in chat, that'd be great. While there is a buffer time, I do want to show y'all this tweet right here, man. This might get us in trouble. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
Uh-oh. This is I don't know where
God.
he's from.
I just read it.
I don't know where he's from, but he's visiting the United States, specifically in New York, and he had this to say about his experience, man. Tipping is such a scam in New York. Why do I pay extra just because restaurants pay minimum hourly wages? Ordered a crepe, club sandwich and panini for $45. We paid $50 cash, and the waiter just took the rest as tip. Asked for change, and she said, you have to pay the tip, and went away. Asked, is it mandatory? And she just ignored me. And my friend, a local, felt guilty for not paying at least 20% tip. 20% for what? Insane. Hey, man, let's bring up the tip conversation. Pause. On the pod back up, man. Is he spitting?
We should probably speed through this because I think we low-key never talked about 2K. But in terms of the tip conversation, pause, because it was needed. I mean, I feel like if you beg me for a tip, pause again if needed. You know, if you beg me for gratuity.
Stop, man. Nah, Damo, he's doing it again, man. He's doing it again. I ain't gonna lie.
It swears us. Swears
it swears us.
Swears us.
We're gay. All right, bro.
Yo, stop saying it like that.
It's our fault. He says it.
Bro.
Pause if needed.
This is easy to
You tell us if it's needed.
If I never said it was needed, y'all would be like 8.
I wouldn't say it.
Come on, man.
I would have smirked once, but nah, man, I got to cool down.
Now, Dama, what the fuck I'm gonna say to that? This nigga said he gotta cool down. What I'm gonna do to that, bro?
Hey, you ain't supposed to say nothing. You supposed to just
I read patch notes.
It ain't needed.
This nigga Bezos got patch notes and shit. All right. For me, in terms of gratuity, man, I don't necessarily do it all the time. I should apparently. In terms of DoorDash, delivering pizzas, barbers, things like that, I've stepped up. Yeah, for sure. Carry out, hell nah. I don't give a fuck. Go cancel me, get angry, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. And I doubt niggas get canceled over fucking carry out tips, because who the fuck does that? Rich ass nigga. If I tell you, yo, let me get a 4 for $4 large lemonade, thanks, bro. Pay my 4 for $4 and move the fuck on. Where's my tip? Boy, fuck you. You just push 5 buttons and handed me my food, bastard. What the hell? Out of here.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you got it, definitely tip. I understand that. I was once a server. I'm never gonna just be anti-tipping people. Obviously, I think you should tip based off of service. I don't think a tip should be something that's just mandatory no matter what. Stop having me click, do I want to add a tip, when all you did was ring me up for my food and drink. You ain't even make the damn food. Why am I tipping you? I can't stand that. I just did that recently. Went to Jersey Mike's. I went there. The nigga the nigga's not even taking the order. The nigga's not making my sandwich. I'm actively watching other people make my sandwich. You want to leave a tip? No. Why am I tipping you? Nigga, give me my drink. And if we're at an establishment where there's servers actually coming, giving you your drink, giving you utensils, having to serve the table, yeah, I tip based off your service. I shouldn't have to flag you down to give me a refill on my drink. If I do, negative $2.
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all believe in the sentiment of don't go out if you can't afford tip?
No,
if you can't afford, no.
Like we go into a restaurant, you know,
okay,
for a fact they're gonna ask for tip.
Restaurant, yes.
Like, all right, bro, what are you doing?
If you cannot, I would say don't go to a established sit-in restaurant if you can't afford that. But if you're going to like Chick-fil-A or something like that, nigga, just getting a 12-count nugget and a large fry.
Oh yeah,
now,
I'm not tipping at Chick-fil-A, but I'm talking about
buddy, you got Polynesian sauce jumps through the drive-thru or something. All right, bro. Like, all right, dog. Yeah, here's $5, man, because I would have been pissed. But like, if you just handed me a white bag and read my name wrong, fuck out of here. But in the in like Ruth Chris or some bullshit,
like Applebee's.
Applebee's or some bullshit. Fridays.
Fuck out of here. I view
Applebee's,
I'd
say so.
Long John Silver, Outback, and Ruth Chris all the same. If I can afford to eat here, then I'm eating here. I don't need to be able to afford to tip you because it's based off your service. If you give good service, you'll get a tip. I don't think anyone should go out with the intentions of, all right, bet my food about to be $35. But do I got this extra $20 for this tip? Nigga, no, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, I don't walk out with like, all right, I need 50% tip locked and loaded. Like, no, what I do, I'll give those people this, and this isn't even me trying to look goody. It's just a fact. I haven't not tipped a waiter or waitress in a long time, but I find that most people aren't assholes in terms of that job. Mm-hmm. But like, if you're an asshole, you take an hour long for my 2 hours for my food. I actually, the last time I didn't tip was I took 2 hours for my food and I visually saw someone walk in, sit down, get their food and leave before I got my food. I was like, oh, fuck you. You're not getting anything. Like, no, eat a dick. In fact, I want this meal free. Got the meal free and didn't tip. Fuck you.
I'm just assuming that because of what they said, most of the time the service is good enough to give tip.
Exactly.
That I am going to a restaurant assuming that I got to give tip.
Oh yeah, I disagree with Damo there. I do think if you're going to a restaurant, you do need to prepare for if a waiter does have good service, and therefore, because I think if the waiter had good service or waitress had good service, and you don't have anything to tip, that's a dick move.
If I'm going out to eat, I'm tipping for my meal, and me personally, hey man, $5 for my portion that's a good tip. $5 a person. The max I'm going is $5. If Let's Keep It a Buck goes out to eat, in my mind, I got 5 singles in my pocket to give for a tip. Because that's what a tip is. A tip is not 20% of my meal. I'm sorry. That is not what a tip is.
Oh, we're having that conversation. We can have that conversation. Like, is there a proper tip etiquette or anything like that? We had that conversation.
I don't know what tip etiquette is. Pause if needed. I don't know what it is. I don't know if
it's canon, bro. I'm telling you, it's a banger, bro.
I don't know what etiquette is. I just know, all right, bet. You shouldn't be getting minimum wage, but that's not my problem. I got $5 for you, gang. I know that's going towards the rest of your tips. If I'm going out with 4 people, if we all tip $5, that's a $20 tip. I think that's good. But I'm not about to be out here. If I go out to eat by myself, I'm not tipping $20. Nigga, do you know what you have to do for me to tip you $20? You had to make my food in front of me, and it gotta be cracking. Like that, I gotta actually see you improve my meal for me to give you $20.
Gotta be 20%.
Almost fall off the table, and the nigga said, and caught that bitch or some shit like that. Nah, I'll give you this. This is where I am with Damo. I don't understand the your meal was $40, so tip blank percentage, or your DoorDash delivery. Goddamn, that water. Delivery was $5, so you need to tip X percentage. Man, you just drove to my house and carried the bag. No matter what the bag was, she was going to do it. The issue is how far. Now, distance in DoorDash, okay, we could talk percentages.
But you didn't drive though. You didn't drive and pick it up. You paid for someone's service. You can't tip them.
No, that's what I'm saying. If they drove an hour versus someone else that could drive like 10 minutes.
It don't matter, bro. Even if it's 5 minutes, man. You didn't want to get up your ass and go to the restaurant and pick up your food.
I'm tipping $1.50, $2 if they're going 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if they're only going, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. Or maybe you do. If the restaurant is 5 minutes from me and I order $60 worth of food, $3 max. Hold on. Let me finish.
Nah, bro.
I'm fucked up till I finish my point. Now, if I order $15 worth of food an hour away, I might even tip 10. Because nigga, you're an hour away. You're like, it's not about what the fuck I order. It's about how far you drove for me. Like same thing in the restaurant. It's not about what the fuck I order. It's how well did you serve? How many times did I get my refills? How fast did I get my food? So I don't give a fuck what I order. That's none of your business. That's only my business, to be honest. I hate sharing food. But like at the end of the day, I'm paying for service. When I tip, when I add gratuity, it's for service. It's not for how much did I pay relative to the bill. Fuck that. How much effort did you put into whatever service you provided?
Let me just say,
that is a good point about DoorDash.
Hey, when we talking about DoorDash, I'm with Sage. Distance definitely matters. I don't give a damn how much I'm spending. If you going 5 minutes down the road, I'm sorry. It shouldn't be a requirement about a percentage. Nigga, get this $3. Take that out with DoorDash. DoorDash.
Like I could have walked it. Now, did I? No, but I could have.
Niggas that do DoorDash,
y'all are really changing my perception, man.
Mad at me. You get mad at me because of your life decisions, nigga. You chose this job. You accepted this pay rate. If you don't like it, go get your CDL, nigga. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not obligated because DoorDash pay like shit to tip you $15. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Now, if anybody getting food an hour away on DoorDash, you're insane.
Sick
That's
man.
mad.
Yeah, sick man.
How is that even in range?
I'm about to say, I don't know how that works. Multiple zip codes. But if you're going for distance, yes, I think that there should be at least common sense will tell you to tip this person more, give them more money because they're going far. But this whole entitlement to niggas feeling bad because you picked a low paying job is crazy to me. Like, I'm with Buddy. If I go over to a different country and they just start doing some entitled privilege shit, I'll probably get mad too. Not gonna hold you. That'll piss me off.
Oh yeah.
$5, bitch. Like, what if I wanted to give you that $5, but I wanted to give it to you? I wanted to be like, nah, keep the change to make your day feel good. You just gonna take my whole 50 and not even bring me nothing back? I ask for change. You walk away. I'll throw a biscuit at her head.
Yeah, hey, there ain't nobody alive that could gaslight me for what Buddy's situation was, unless I'm misremembering it. If I pay for something and then you like keep the money because you're like, oh yeah, plus the tip. Whoa, who the fuck are you?
Just tell me that my change is the tip.
Nigga, let me decide how much. Like, what's going on, bro? And then if I under tip, gang. Like, you can be mad. You can call me asshole when I'm out the store. We all do it. I do that to customers that I've sold phones to. And I worked a commission job. Nigga, people have gotten me money and I've been like, bastard didn't get to. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand, but no, bro. Like, I have some decorum.